Hi, this is Randy Finney with Right Side of the Chart, and in this video I wanted to do a quick overview on how to receive alert notifications every time a new post has been published on Right Side of the Chart. You can also use this method to receive notifications on any site that you follow, and what you'll be doing is using the site's RSS feed. Earlier today I published a video on RSS feeds, what they are, how to use an RSS feed reader, and everything else. So go ahead and check our YouTube page if you're not familiar with RSS. But whether you use a feed reader or not, this is a simple way using Internet Explorer to receive alerts when a new post has been made to Right Side of the Chart. Those alerts are not instantaneous. There is a little bit of a lag time when using this process, which I'll go over in a minute here. So let's go ahead and just go through the configuration on how to set this up. First of all, you'll need this RSS icon in your toolbar on your Internet Explorer toolbar up top. So to do that, we go to Tools, do drop down Tools, get to your toolbar setting. Let's see, it didn't want to stick. Toolbars, go over here to Customize. Again, this is if you do not already have that icon up there. And now I have it added, and it's, as you can see here, these are my current toolbars, and there it is, feeds. So if you don't have it on there already, it's going to be here on the left side. So just scroll down, find that RSS, that orange icon, and then click on it and add it over here. Click that add button, it should show up on your toolbar. So I already have it here. There's the icon. Now what you want to do, I already have Right Side of the Chart saved as a feed, but let me show you how to go ahead and add a site. Let's go and let's add a new site. Let's go to barons.com. And what that noise, I don't know if the system sounds are being recorded, but there was a little noise that indicated I have a setting turned on now. Every time I go to a website, if they have an RSS feed available, it'll notify me. You'll also notice, even if you have that sound, that default setting turned off, see that RSS icon has now gone to a little green thing. That's telling me that I can add this site. I can start to follow. It says add web slices. And if you can read below, it says get updates. Let's see, get updates to content from this web page on the favorites bar. This is the favorites bar down here where I have all these other sites that I've bookmarked already. These are regular bookmarks. For example, if I click on that, that just takes me to rightsideofthechart.com. But this is the RSS feed for rightsideofthechart.com, which I'll get into in a minute. So let's just go ahead for this example and add Barons. So I click, add to favorites bar, and now you see Barons. And if I click here, the drop-down box, well, that's not working. I will say that Internet Explorer, I use all the browsers out there because in running the website, I need to make sure everything is working on each browser. For those of you who run a website, you'll know what I'm talking about. So Internet Explorer is my least favorite. My preference is Firefox. Right after that is Chrome is a close second. Internet Explorer is a little bit buggy and really not my favorite, but I know a lot of you use it, so I'm going to go over that here. And I have noticed these issues so far with some of these RSS feeds aren't displaying properly. Fortunately, when we go to Right Side of the Chart, these are displaying right here. So you can see in order the headlines of all the recent posts made on Right Side of the Chart. Now, what this will do, I've clicked on that. So as you can see, it's not bolded. Here's Zero Hedge and CNBC, their economy section of their website, and that's bolded. That means there is a new, I haven't checked the latest feed. So when I go in here, there's several feeds. I haven't viewed those yet. And if I mark them all as red, now that is no longer bolded. So unfortunately, unlike Chrome and Firefox, which give you pop-up windows, in addition to a sound alert, the only thing that you're getting on Internet Explorer, at least from this method here, and if anybody finds anything better, please let me know, you will see if you're following Right Side of the Chart and a new post is made that you haven't read yet or viewed, then this will be bolded. If you're in front of your computer, you'll also get a sound alert. Now you have to configure those alerts, and I'll go over that real quick here. So again, that'll be added to your favorite bar. You can follow as many sites as you want. And in order to receive notification, the audio alert, you have to go in here, click on your settings icon, that gear wheel there, click on Internet Explorer icons, or Internet options, I'm sorry. Go to your Content tab first. This is the first setting we have to fix here. Down to the very bottom, it says Feeds and Web Slices. Go in here, click Settings. I can't recall what the default was, but you want to make sure you have it as frequent as possible. And right now in Internet Explorer 11, which I'm running, you can only check as often as every 15 minutes. So what that means is if I publish a post on right side of the chart, at 11 o'clock, and your Internet Explorer browser just swept or checked for new updates at 10:59, well, it's not going to check again until 11:14. So in other words, 15 minutes later. So there's going to be about a 14-minute lag time there. However, if they checked at 10:59 and I just published a post at 10:58 a minute ago, it may pick that up. So you may get an alert right away. But I wanted to just point out there could be a lag time of 15 minutes, possibly greater, because that's how often it checks for new updates on whatever feeds you're following. So make sure you set that down to 15 minutes there. These are other options. It's up to you. Automatically mark the feed as read when reading a feed. Turn on feed reading view. Here's the sound option. Make sure this is checked. Play a sound when a feed or web slice is found for a web page. I'm sorry, you don't need that option. That was when I went into Barron's, and at first I don't know if that sound was being recorded. It made a sound just to inform me that the page that I just went to, in this case Barron's, had an RSS feed that it was able to follow. Some websites do not have an RSS feed set up, so there's no way they can follow those. So that's up to you. I'm going to actually take that off now. Now, this one you do want checked. Play a sound when a monitored feed or a web slice is updated. That way, if you're following right side of the chart and a new post is made, as soon as this feed reader picks it up, you'll have a sound. Now I notice this default sound that Windows is using is very muted. So what you want to do is go back to your settings where we were, Internet Explorer, oops, wrong one. Back to your settings, Internet Options, and go to Advanced. All the way on the right, the tab to the right. You're going to scroll down. I'll just pull and drag this bar down to the sounds area. Let's see, Multimedia, that's where it is. Multimedia, it's about halfway down. And make sure these boxes are checked. When I first set this up, I wasn't getting the sound alerts, and it took me a while to figure out why, and I think this was the box that was unchecked. Play animations and web pages. No, I'm sorry, play sounds and web pages. There it is. That box has to be checked. Otherwise, those sound alerts won't pop up. So again, the two options, you had to go into Internet Options, go to Advanced, make sure your sounds will play in web pages, and then under Content, go to Feeds and Web Slices, and just make sure that you're checking every 15 minutes and that the sounds are turned on when those web slices or feeds are updated. So that's it. Like I said, so far I've had a couple issues with a few of these. I've only been using this for about a day now. Sometimes I'll go in here, everything works fine. If you want to click on the article, just click. It's going to open in a new window to read the full article. Pretty nifty. But there's been a few times I've gone in there, and sometimes it seems that this feed section crashes, and that is, from my experience, not a big surprise. Internet Explorer can be a little bit buggy, but either way. And if you are open to checking out Google Chrome or Firefox, there's the feed readers. There's some options that are a little bit more user-friendly that I prefer, so check out those videos as well. And you may want to try using those browsers. Okay, this has been Randy Finney with Right Side of the Chart. Hope you enjoyed.